Shalom Israel, this is Bishop Nathaniel. The Israelites have been scattered across the four corners of the earth, as prophesied in Deuteronomy the 28th chapter. Here in Israel United in Christ, we need your help to recover the remnant of our people, teach them the gospel. Please help us, support us, and join or donate to the Booster Club today. Shalom.
Cause let me ask you something, right? How did we get to the bottom? How us as a people, how did we get to the bottom of society as a nation of people? You all know? Huh? Huh? Slavery? That's true. That's true. Did you know the Bible talks about that? You didn't know that? Huh?
I did. Not a whole lot.
Let me show you. Let me show you. Cause this, believe it or not, this is the good news. You're gonna hear the good news from the prophets of the Most High God.
That's right.
You're gonna hear the good news. Give me Deuteronomy 28. 27, 1 and 1. Start at 1 and 1. We're gonna show you who Moses is talking to. Y'all familiar with a little bit of history?
Yeah.
Okay. Deuteronomy 1 and 1. I'm gonna show you who Moses is speaking to. Because when we came out of the land of Egypt, we went into the wilderness, right?
Right.
Okay. And notice, now these people right here, Moses led all these people that you see on this sign, he led us out of the land of Egypt.
Okay.
So now we're finna show you. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 1. These be the word which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So Moses is speaking to all Israel. Everybody that you see on that sign, these are the words that he's speaking to us. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Hearken means to listen. If we choose to listen to God, because Moses, remember, he went up to the top of the mountain and he got the commandments from God. He got orders from God to pass along to the children of Israel, the people that you see on this sign.
Right.
Read.
To observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day.
So he said, if you choose to listen to the commandments and do them, observe them, read.
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations.
You hear that? Is we set above high?
No.
On all nations? We are?
No.
No, we're not. These people that you see on the sign, we're not above the other nations.
Bring it up.
Read.
Of the earth. Verse 2. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So God is saying right here, he's saying if you choose to listen to my commandments and do them, he said I'm going to set you above all nations. I'm going to send these blessings upon you.
Right.
If you choose to listen to me.
Right.
But let's get the flip side. 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15.
Yeah.
But it shall come to pass.
It said, but. Read.
It shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
He said, but it shall come to pass if you don't hearken to the Lord thy God. Read.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So God said these curses are going to come upon us and overtake us. Now, you see these signs right here? Do you see at the bottom? What's going on at the bottom? What's going on in this image at the bottom? Can you see it?
Like,
What you see going on?
slavery down here.
Slavery, right? But what they doing?
What they doing now? They picking cotton and
They picking cotton where?
boys and yeah.
They picking cotton where? Where they at?
Where they at now?
Yo, they in the field, right?
Yeah, I can feel.
So these people, God say we don't choose to keep his commandment. He say we're gonna be cursed. And on this picture down here, you say these people right here is picking cotton in the field. Who that happened to? That happened to us, right? Watch this. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
So God say one of the curses is we were gonna be cursed in the field. Did we get paid for that? Why not?
If we did, it wasn't nothing.
Huh?
No, they get paid.
That's a curse.
Okay. We'll get paid for that.
But what I'm showing you is that this is in the Bible. This is a curse, us picking cotton in the fields without getting paid.
Bring it up.
You see what I'm saying? They used our blood, sweat, and tears, and we didn't get paid for it.
That's right.
Yeah.
We got beat all day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Huh? Yeah, that was our payment. Like you said, that was our payment.
Hey, but we gonna appreciate the value and read something more, but we don't have to cut it.
So let me ask you this: what's your nationality?
Black.
You're not black. Black is a color. I just want to, before you leave, I'm proving to you your true nationality according to the Bible. Now we know for a fact that happened. Now in the Bible, it explains that it happened. And I just got the images because we're visual learners. So I got the image down there to explain, to show you that the Bible is the true book.
That's right.
Hey family, how y'all doing? My name is Officer Obadiyah. The officer is bringing out a lot of heavy topics. He's talking about our slave experience. And the reason why that's so important, because that explains how we got into our current situation. Why we think the way we think. Why we treat each other the way we treat each other. Why our households and the family structure don't even exist now. You see, we've been so broken down. What he showed was that slave experience, us picking cotton. And the reason why it's important, because now when we look around and we see our brothers and sisters, the last hire, first fire, us being strung out on drugs, us having high levels of alcoholism amongst our families, right? All those things contribute to what happened to us in the past.
That's right.
So we were brought up, stripped from our roots. Give me Jeremiah 17. We were brought here, stripped from our roots, and then given these falsehoods.
That's right.
But you got to break the people all the way down. So what he brought out is that we came from the same lineage as Christ.
Right.
That's heavy. We the same people. We the exact same people that Christ came from. King David, King Solomon. Those are our ancestors.
Right.
So they can't tell you, you a king. You royalty, sister. You're royalty. They can't tell you that and tell you you descend from the greatest people, from the children of Israel, and you have royal blood flowing through your veins.
That's right.
If they want to keep you as slaves. So they had to break us all the way down in order for us to be in subjection to them. You see? Listen to this. Come on.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself,
So you, Jeremiah, and your people, the people of Israel,
shall discontinue from thy heritage.
discontinue means to be cut off. So you're going to be cut off from your heritage. Because what was our heritage, right? The Sabbath day, the land that we belong to, the God that we serve, the food that we ate. We didn't eat no pig, we ate lamb. We ate good food, steaks. When we came over here, they gave us chitlins and stuff like that. Our people didn't eat stuff like that. We are royalty. We have royal blood flowing through us. We ate rich things, so that was part of our culture, our heritage. The Passover. The Passover is when we were delivered from the land of Egypt. But that was part of our heritage. But they stripped that from us. So we discontinued from our heritage. Come on.
That I give thee.
That what?
That I gave thee.
That God himself gave us. God himself gave us a heritage. Come on.
And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies.
Just like he said, we were serving, picking cotton. We were in the rice fields, tobacco fields, right? We were serving, we still serving our enemies today. We still serving our enemies. How we serve our enemies now? We serve our enemies in alcoholism, in substance abuse, in single parent households, in holidays, in different ways that we destroy each other. Black on black violence. That's how we still today serving our enemies. Because that is a direct relationship with us picking cotton and being broke down. So we've been broken so far down, we don't view ourselves as royalty. We don't see our sisters as lovely and beautiful and royalty. Now we fighting one another, we killing each other. That thing is heavy what it was bringing out. So if we knew in our minds that we come through the same people that Christ came from, those are our ancestors, how do you think we would treat each other? We would do what? What else would we do? We would love one another.
That's right.
How do we love one another? What is some examples of us loving one another? You know what I want? What are some examples of us loving one another?
Helping, showing affection, caring, all that.
Leviticus. So doing what?
Helping each other, caring for each other.
Helping each other, caring for each other.
Health and
having better health, wanting better health.
and also.
What about when we see evil in our nation? What about if we see, so now we out here to rebuke drug dealers, and to single parent households, brothers jumping from sister to sister, because why? That causes us to have single parent households. That causes us to have high STD levels. That causes us to have everything that keep us destroyed as a nation of people. Because we want people. All these people, blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, Puerto Ricans, Latinos, we all one group of people. So if we knew that we one collective group of people, we would police ourselves. We don't need the police coming and driving up through here. Because if I love you, I'm going to say, brother, that beautiful woman you got, that's my sister. Treat her good now. You be right towards her. You provide for her, love her. Sister, that's my brother. You treat him well. Love for him. Take care of him, nurture him. Let's be a family. That's what we're going to correct one another. Listen to the scripture.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbors, and not suffer sins upon him.
So we're not going to let our brothers be in sin. That's loving your neighbor. Because when we walk down here and turn this block, what do you think we see? Down this block, we see our neighbors, but our brothers, our fellow Israelite brothers and sisters. What are they doing when we turn this block? What they hate doing. You see? But that's not us loving each other. That's us being comfortable being on the bottom of society. That's us being comfortable still having the slave mentality. We got to do better. But it takes in having knowledge. That's why God says my people suffer from lack of knowledge. Because it takes a certain amount of knowledge to say, wait, we got to keep the Sabbath day holy. Wait, we can't go and sell drugs in our communities, in our neighborhoods. Because this is my neighbor. So this is my physical neighbor. We live right next door to each other. What's going to happen if my neighbor gets strung out on drugs? They're going to let the house go. It's going to turn raggedy. The kids going to be all out in the street corner, probably throwing rocks at my car, probably, doing all kind of crazy stuff. And then they're going to grow, and they're going to have children, and they're going to have dysfunctional families. So we gotta stop things nip it right in the bud, right? To correct things. So we can be a stronger people. This is mighty. We need y'all. We need y'all.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Why do you think I made a statement like that?
Because we need us to put a certain example for.
And y'all set a beautiful example. Y'all set the beautiful. You guys are married?
Yes.
Yeah, we recently married, still newly married.
Okay, congratulations.
Look at my son.
Congratulations.
Look at my son.
So what is the plan? What are we gonna do, y'all? Because this is a good age you in. This is a good age. You done seen babies. You done seen children. You done seen mistakes. You done seen mistakes. You had to learn from mistakes. Because we all have to go through that path. But now, from your mistakes, what is it that you do? What is it that God says that you have to do for them mistakes? Titus 2.
Everything better for me if I learn from my mistakes.
To do what?
To learn from my mistakes.
To learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
Okay, one question.
Uh-huh.
Y'all said the commandments. What commandments from the 10th?
Okay, that's a good question, sis. Because God gave us commandments. Do you know why he gave us commandments?
So we can follow it and be successful.
Because, so, God chose us to be his special people, right? We were in Egypt crying and being oppressed. That's why God sent Moses and Aaron to deliver us, Moses, Aaron, and Mary, to deliver us from the land of Egypt. Then once we came from the land of Egypt, God says, that you've been doing, this lifestyle you've been living while you were in captivity in Egypt, I don't want you to follow those customs. So God gave us the commandments to set us apart from the other people. Give me that. Deuteronomy 7:6. Listen to this. So God gave us the commandments, and God said if we keep the commandments, we're going to be his special people. And we're going to be greater than the rest of the people on the earth. Right. Because God didn't like how they were conducting themselves. So God gave us the commandments as a blueprint of things that he enjoyed. How he wants people that he created to behave themselves. So it was like, it's designed to be a way that we can show God that we love him, because he loved us by giving us commandments. Listen to this.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
Holy means separated. Holy means separated. Read.
Unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God had chosen thee.
He did what?
Had chosen thee.
He did what?
Had chosen thee.
Come on.
To be a special people.
That's why he gave us commandments. Because he chose us, our ancestors, the children of Israel, to be a special people. Read.
Unto himself.
What?
Unto himself.
So God created all mankind, and then he chose a specific people to himself, separated them from the rest of mankind. Come on.
Above all people.
No, equal to.
Above all people.
No, to be oppressed by the other people.
Above all people.
That means we were greater than the other people.
That's right.
God made us greater than the other people, so he gave us commandments. That's a hard thing to dissect, ain't it? But that's what the Bible says. We ain't making nothing up. This is what the Bible says. So God gave commandments to be better than the other people. Because guess what? If we're not committing adultery, if we're not committing fornication, if we are marrying one another, and we have laws on how to conduct ourselves, aren't you a wiser people? Because that do what? That eliminate crime, don't it? It eliminates single families and broken families, right?
That's right.
So that means you are physically better and wiser than the other people that he created. If you apply what he gave you.
What up?
So God didn't do that with the other people that he created.
Right.
Give me that in Psalms. God didn't give that to the other people he created. He gave the Israelites the commandments. The Israelites are the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Judah, African American blacks, Benjamin, West Indian blacks, Levi, the Haitians, Puerto Ricans, all people of color. But that's because God, this is a big old variety of people, ain't it? But that shows that he sees us as the standard of beauty. How then do the other nations say that they are the standard of beauty? And we're not here this ain't a badge for the other people. This is to show us how beautiful we are, because we fail from that. We don't view ourselves as beautiful, as lovely, as chosen, as deserving of anything like that. But God says that we are his chosen people. So he gave us commandments. Listen to this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19.
Come on. Get out.
He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel.
And we teaching that the blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians are the children of Israel.
That's right.
Physical children of Israel. The genealogy from Israel. Come on.
Verse 20. He have not dealt dealt so with any nation.
What did the Bible say?
He have not dealt so with any nation.
So God didn't do so with the other nations. Come on.
And as for his judgment, they have not known them.
So they don't know God's judgment because God's judgment was given to the children of Israel. His judgment said that if we didn't hearken to his commandments, he was going to put us in slavery. And daggone it, haven't we been over here 400 years? So we are the manifestation of God's power.
That's right.
The other nation can see the things that he created, but we are the direct manifestation of God's power as the children of Israel. Because God says, if you don't hearken to my commandments, this is what's going to happen to you. If you don't obey and do my commandments, this is what's going to happen to you. And it was specific details, like us being brought over here on slave ships. That was all Bible prophecy for not doing his commandments. Huh? Where you going? Where you down? You taking? That was heavy. Now you're running from it.
That means that put a lot there, but we gotta run.
It give you some things to think about, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
What? Go ahead. You pondering on something. You want to run, but you pondering.
So y'all are the Israelites.
The
12 tribes of Israel.
Us as a nation, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, our biblical name is Israelites.
That's right.
Because, for instance, now we're being called African American. There ain't no such thing as African American, sis. We being named after two Caucasian men, Scipios Africanus and Americus Vespucci. America is named after Americus, and Africa is named after Africanus. So that ain't no nationality, but God says we the Israelites. Now we are Israel united in Christ. We're a congregation of the 12 tribes of Israel.
So what do y'all do? Do y'all go to a temple?
We have a temple, yeah.
Saturdays?
So from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown is the Sabbath. So we gather together on the Sabbath day. Like today, we are right now in the Sabbath.
So where are you located in Savannah?
Get the sister the address where we're going. So when we leave here, we're going to actually have school. This is what we do. We come out, we teach on the street corners. Some of us teach in the prisons. Some of us teach out in colleges and hold seminars and stuff. And then towards the end, towards like the evening, around about 4. So from 4 on out, we'll congregate and we have a class, a physical class, where the brothers sit, where the sisters sit with the children and everything, and we eat and we watch the whole class as a nation. And we do that in every temple. We sit and watch the elders speak. So first they send the men out to teach on street corners and whatever form we use, and then we teach. And we have classes online too. Free classes, 3 times a day, 7 days a week.
We used to scream Black Power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.